Not often do presenters have the opportunity of meeting in person the artists we play on radio, so it is a great pleasure for me to welcome Brendan McMahon to GDR. Brendan, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here.
Thank you very much for coming in. Brendan is the winner of the 2022 Best Male Artist at Tamworth. And in 2023, Brendan won the People's Choice Award for the Best Album, once again at the Tamworth Music Festival. Brendan, congratulations on the award. Tell us how you felt about winning and what was the album that you won.
Well, I'll have to stop blushing first because that's quite an introduction. Look, it was wonderful to win an award for Best Album. As all artists know, you put your heart and soul into recording the albums to make them as strong as you possibly can, and you never know how they're going to be received. But when you get some recognition by winning awards, it means you've done something somewhere near right.
Well, it seems you've done it very, very right for 2022 and 2023. Now, Brendan, please let us know when and where did your musical journey begin?
Well, I grew up in a small country town in South Australia called Kapunda. Not many people have heard of it, but it's just near the Barossa Valley, which most people have heard of. And we didn't really have a musical family. Dad loved singing. He loved singing Al Jolson songs. Used to walk around the house singing Mammy and Swanee and all those sorts of songs. When I was about 16, I eventually was able to purchase my first guitar.
On that subject, Brendan, is it true that you borrowed the money from your mother?
I did.
And did you pay her back?
I think I paid most of it back. I was paying back $2 a week. You know, money was tight back then. And I think I might have got to about $40 and Mum let me off for the rest.
Oh, good on her. So did you take lessons or did you teach yourself?
Mainly taught myself, although I've had the odd lesson over the years when I've decided that I get a little bit stale playing the same stuff. Then I've gone to lessons and tried to learn some new stuff from different, very, very talented musicians. So a bit of both. Excellent.
And when did you really discover your love of music? Was that at, say, 16 when you bought the guitar? And what influenced you? Who were you listening to at that time?
Well, we were talking about this earlier. We were before we came into the studio, and we only got a record player when I was about 13 years old. Before that, we didn't have much music. And I think the first album I got was a compilation album in the 1980s. It probably had Daddy Cool and Colleen Hewitt and a whole bunch of great Aussie artists on it. And that kind of kicked off my musical interest. And from there, it's been everything from heavy metal to disco to pop to country. So I like all sorts of music.
No one particular favourite?
No one particular favourite.
So when did you start playing in public and with whom?
Okay, well, interesting story. I think the first what we call official gig we did, I had two mates. One had a set of drums and the other had a guitar and a loud amplifier, and I just bought a loud amplifier. So on a Saturday night in Kapunda, a very quiet Saturday night, about 7 o'clock, we decided to take all our instruments out onto the front porch, and we were on a hill in Kapunda, small country town. We started playing what we thought was music, and in about 15 minutes, the police turned up and booked us for noise pollution. So that was probably the first gig.
Not what you'd call a success.
No, not really. But we did move on, and I think the next one we did was at my sister's 21st. We had 7 songs, and the crowd loved them, so I think we played them 3 times over each song because we only had 7 songs.
I know that you write all your own songs. Where does your inspiration come from?
Everywhere and anywhere. We've been lucky enough to travel to quite a few countries over the years, and just observing cultures and architecture and people and places has been quite a fruitful area for writing songs. I think through COVID I probably started to look a bit more reflectively and started to write about my childhood, and it led me to believe that, or helped me to believe and remember that I had a really wonderful childhood growing up in a little country town. So I've written numerous songs about that, whether it be riding go-karts down a hill or driving home from trade school or yabbing on the riverbank, So a lot of the inspiration has come from childhood memories as well.
What was your first recorded release?
Well, I'm not sure that I can say it on radio. It was a band that had an unusual name. We recorded 7-track EP, and I think that was in 1998. But I'll tell you the name of the band off air.
Oh, okay. It's one of those, is it? Well,
it's not too bad, but you just can't get it mixed up.
Okay. Now, I know that you're very keen on travelling, and you've been to, is it true, 50 different countries or 50 overseas trips? Or
Yeah, look, yes. I think it's more like in the 60s now.
Wow.
Lots and lots of countries. And we tend to, and I've been very fortunate to travel both for work and in my day job and also for holidays. And over the last 15 or 18 years, we've been away a lot, and we tend to go to 2 or 3 different countries each time we travel. And yeah, we tallied them up one day, and it was well into the 50s, and I think that tally was from a few years ago, so we're probably into the 60s now.
And you play your music when you go away?
As much as I can, yes. So I'll always take a travel guitar with me, and any opportunity I can to play, I'll play. Quite often there's not opportunity, but yeah, we're going away in a couple of weeks to the US again, and I'm looking at a few different venues there to just get up and play a few songs. So, yeah, I love doing that.
And when you say we, is this you and a band, a group, or is it you and who's the we?
My number one fan, my wife.
Oh. And is your wife a musician?
No. No, she would not get up on stage if you paid her.
Oh.
No, definitely not. She prefers to be in the crowd.
Right. Now, Brendan, I know that you recently released a new single, and it is called, I Hear Your Voice, The Soldier. That's something that I understand you have written specifically with Anzac Day in mind. Is that correct?
Well, it lends itself to that. I never write songs for specific reasons, and this song I didn't write specifically. I don't ever write a song. I don't ever sit down to write a song. Songs come to me. And I happened to sit down one day at the piano, and I was just tinkering away on the piano, and I started tapping on one note. And for whatever reason, the lyric, I hear your voice, came into my head. So I just kept singing, I hear your voice, I hear your voice, I hear your voice. And that built a picture in my mind of a young soldier on a battlefield. And that's how it started. That's how the song started. And I started to think about, all of the young soldiers that have gone and fought for their countries over the years, and started to think about the people they left behind. And that's how the song developed. And as I was writing it, I thought, wow, this is a call and answer tune, so it'd be great to do this as a duet. So, that's how it came about.
Now, very soon you are returning to America, where you have already made a name for yourself with your music. You have become very popular. So from everybody at GDR, we wish you enormous success and safe travels. And on your return, will you come back to GDR to give us an update?
Certainly. Absolutely love
That would be wonderful. Brendan, thank you very much indeed for coming in today. And now let's listen to Brendan's latest new single, I Hear Your Voice, The Soldier.